What's up, Eagles Nation? And happy week before the playoffs. Of course, we are entering week 17. Of course, Eagles take on Dallas this Sunday at the Link. In a way, it's a meaningless game. Eagles have everything wrapped up, but you know what? It's never meaningless when you're playing Dallas. So let's hope to do something. I've never seen this team win 14 games, and that would be awesome. You know, obviously I want the guys to stay healthy. So, you know, hopefully if they do win and get some injuries, that wouldn't be good because they already have a lot of injuries. But let's hope for health, and let's, you know, hey, why not? Let's go to 14-2. You know what? That's one more win than Dallas got last year. Well, we'll see what happens. You know, either way, we got everything locked up, so we're still looking good. Anyhow, I have a special pickup. This is a jersey that I never thought that I would own. It's super rare. It's an older career-run Mitchell & Ness jersey of a player who was my first favorite Philadelphia Eagle. I don't know if you can see the jersey. It's kind of blocked off a little bit there, but that was, this here was, like I said before, this was my first Eagles jersey I ever owned. It does show signs of wear. But it's the Kelly Green starter replica Fred Barnett Philadelphia Eagles jersey. This was, again, the first one I ever owned. Bought it at Modell Sporting Goods those many years ago with some birthday money back then. And, you know, like, again, still has a prominent place in the collection. And, you know, again, it was my first Eagles jersey. 1993, as I've said before, was the first year I got into the Philadelphia Eagles. I really can recall watching the Eagles. And this player, Fred Barnett, of course, was my first favorite Philadelphia Eagle. And Mitchell & Ness made his jersey years ago. It was very limited run. They made him and Eric Allen. They made the Cunningham, the Reggie White, the Fred Barnett, and the Eric Allen in the white. And then later on, they would make the Randall Cunningham, Reggie White, Seth Joyner, and Wes Hopkins in the green, and I have all four of those. The only other one they made in the white, which you could say it's a little different, is the Reggie White when they wore the smaller JB memorial patch on the chest. And that jersey, it was only one they made in that one, and that was Reggie White with the smaller JB, 99 patch with the eagle. They made that jersey, but that was later on. The original runs of these, I believe, were career runs. Maybe there were some USAs mixed in, but they made them all in white, and it was Randall, it was Reggie, it was Barnett, and it was Eric Allen. They may have made the green Randall and Reggie at that time, too. But of the white set, like the one I'm wearing here, the hardest to get are, of course, Fred Barnett and Eric Allen. Because for whatever reason, they were made more limited than Reggie and Randall. I guess they figured Reggie and Randall were more prominent. They would sell better. They made more of those and less of it. I don't know. I still would love to get that Eric Allen someday. But I was able to pick this one up. And as you can imagine, it's the Fred Barnett. 1993, Philadelphia Eagles. The white jersey with the Jerome Brown patch. And for those of you who don't know, this was going to be the patch they were going to wear that year. The Eagles were celebrating their 60th anniversary, and of course Jerome passed just before the season. So then later on they would just go with this. They kind of redid it to honor Jerome. And all the Eagles jerseys that Mitchell & Ness made from the 93 season have that patch on it. So if you see the green, if you see the white, it has that patch from the 93 season. So a bittersweet season for sure. The Eagles won their first playoff game in many years in New Orleans that year, and then they lost the next week to Dallas. But that was of course the beginning of the end too, because Reggie White, it was his final game with the Eagles. It was the only playoff win they had with Reggie and company there, and then they kind of broke up the team afterwards. Guys went their own ways. Coach went, whatever, and it was a bit of a rebuilding process after that. But the 93 season was the first season I really started following the Eagles, and Fred Barnett was my first favorite Eagle. So to find this Mitchell & Ness jersey, which is like a unicorn, I mean, you see this on eBay once every couple decades maybe. I saw one once years ago, wasn't able to get it. This is only the second time I've ever seen this jersey, unless I missed it sometime, which is possible, because you can't always have eyes on eBay. But it came up again, and I was lucky to get it at a really good price, and I was also lucky enough that the seller was local, so she actually offered to come drop it off. So I won it yesterday, and it came today. It was like a little after Christmas gift, I guess. So I was able to pick this up, you know, very quickly, and of course have it in my hands and in the collection. Very excited about it. It's a super rare jersey, and like I said, it represents my first favorite Eagle, Fred Barnett. And it's all patched up with the Jerome Brown Memorial patch. It's got everything else, of course, is pressed on as it should be. This, of course, being a vintage Wilson Herschel Walker that I picked up earlier in the year just before the draft. And the same deal, the seller was local, so he dropped it off. So I was able to wear this at the draft. But this one, of course, very special to me because it was my first favorite Eagle, and it's a very hard jersey to get. So I was glad to, you know, to be able to get this. Everything is pressed on. The name is on the nameplate. Of course, the old Eagles, full Eagle logo on the sleeves, as you know from the era. And it's got the jock tag right there. It is yellowing a bit. The old Korea runs do tend to do this for whatever reason. Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, the white jerseys tend to yellow for whatever reason. Nothing wrong with the jersey. But it's just one of those things, you know, it's a mystery of life, but, you know, it is what it is. Still an awesome jersey, still glad to have it, super rare. And for those of you who never knew they made this jersey, yes, they did, here it is. It is a legit Mitchell & Ness. It's not a sample jersey or anything like that. It was one that was put into production, but I think more limited than at the time Reggie and Randall were. And Eric Allen was limited too. That's why these two are very hard to find, the Barnett and the Eric Allen. I would love to get that Eric Allen someday and complete the set. I guess I could say I would officially complete it if I got the Reggie White with the smaller Jerome Brown patch. Maybe someday that happens, but until then, I'm just really glad to have this one because it just hardly ever shows up. So, yeah, 1993, Arkansas Fred. It's actually 92, but it's 92-93 season. Arkansas Fred Barnett, Philadelphia Eagles, jersey by Mitchell & Ness. Very, very cool. Glad to have it. And what else can I say? Great things, great things, great things. Hopefully this is a great sign for our birds, too. You know, maybe this helps bring a little more luck to our birds this season. It's given us a great year. It's been a very fun ride, of course, and we're hoping for great things in the playoffs. All right, everyone, I just wanted to share that with you. The Arkansas Fred Barnett, 1992-1993 Philadelphia Eagles, white jersey, and hope you all enjoyed. As always, go Birds. I'll see you around the channel. Take care. Bye. Happy New Year also, everyone. Happy New Year 2018.